that
weirdos may
these
think that the government is
potholes are
supposed to
really
provide
quite
for
scary.
you,
The
but in
American
actuality,
people
ever
are
since the
scared. I'm scared.
buyout,
I ran over a
we
pothole. My
are a
car went a little
company.
bumpity bump,
All we have
and
to
it
provide
freaked me
for is our
out.
shareholders.
And they're real
Exactly.
dangerous.
Not
And I know
you.
this firsthand. I listen to the
Ugh, I hate this job.
Yeah. Imagine how much more free time we'd have if we didn't work at this job.
I don't really care about that. I just think the work hurts my fingers.
Yeah, whatever.
Made here deserve
I will
better
listen
than
to
a
them,
monkey that probably
and
flings
I
his
will
own.
solve the problem.
Hey, what are you doing watching YouTube on the job? You're not allowed to watch YouTube on the job.
Get out of here!
Feeling yourself!
Oh, come on. No. Okay.
Go!
They are right, though. I mean, do we really need to be watching that while we work?
You gotta stay up to date with politics. If something happens, I wanna know.
Okay, but nothing ever happens in politics.
You see, right there. That's what makes everyone else here avoid you. I love you, but you put people off sometimes. I mean, you gotta have faith in the elected officials.
So I'm the potato then?
Sure, whatever. Well, gotta call my Uber to go home now.
Yeah. It's a shame how expensive Uber's been becoming these days. But there's no other way to get home unless you, buy a car.
As if anyone can afford a car. Oh, I'm so sick of that Senator Harambe. I mean, I'm much more aligned with Parabola Jones and his tax policies.
You're still going on about politics. Both sides are equally awful.
Well, I gotta have faith in something. I mean, I feel miserable to know that nobody has my best interests at heart. You know? Hey, why didn't you call an Uber?
I'll get to it in a minute.
So, how long have you been an Uber driver? Oh boy, can't wait to eat my dinner. A letter?
Now,
The one that
balloons are
siphons
pretty
all
scary
the
too.
helium away
I was walking,
from our
I mean,
nation's beloved
the American
President
people are
Supercomputer.
scared of these.
The pothole prevention employees.
Your
It's
state is a
terrifying, the American
hellhole, and the
people. It
people
makes
in it
them
are
feel
all
unsafe.
evil. I
How
hate
can
you.
Right. Listen. Now that everyone's here, we can get started. I apologize for not being able to hold this at the site of the burial itself, but unfortunately, the current administration has deemed all graves as potholes, and so they need to be filled in as soon as possible. Despite that, I know that everyone here, friends, employers, have things they'd like to say. And so, without further ado, let's get started with her boss.
Alright, yeah. Alright, let's eulogize this. Aster was probably one of the best employees I ever had. That chick could just shell the pistachios like no one's business. Oh my god! I had people who get paid like $30 an hour. and they didn't do it as good as she did. Honestly, it was really, really rude of her to just up and die like this and not give me any warning. I mean, I asked her up in suicides, and it's like, you gotta give in your 2 weeks notice. You just gotta. Come on. Anyway, you know, life, it's like a macaroni. It twists. And so I shouldn't have hard feelings over that. I should take it as it comes. I'll go out and find another Aster. Better Aster. Yeah, that's the real lesson here. Everyone's replaceable. That's the real lesson.
May I say something now?
I'm so sorry, Ray. I'd love to let you speak, but unfortunately, that is all the time we have. I have another funeral to get to across town. Before I go, though, this is a copy of Aster's final will and testament, and I think it's something they'd want you to have.
That as your governor, I will get it fixed. We'll fill these potholes. We'll fund construction.
You're dying to these potholes.
We can do it. Remember the
Any red-blooded American with a well
Something is wrong here.
right over these. And it is not my fault, nor anyone else at government.
Dear American people, I know you're scared about this.
No way.
I promise that as your governor, I will get it fixed.
Customer comes up to me and asks me for some change, and I say, well, I don't owe you any change. And they pull out their receipt, and I'm like, oh, I guess I do owe you change.
I am tired of your rule.
Hi, Ray. This is being recorded 2 hours before you find out I'm dead. Upon hearing that, I imagine that you have some questions. Before I go any further, I need you to understand that, despite everything you're about to learn, the life I shared with you was real. At least it was to me. Let's start with the big one. In front of you are the bodies of Senator Harambe and Parabola Jones. They are not dead. They were never alive. For the past decade or so, I have been controlling their every word, action, and public statement. Is this betrayal? Maybe it is. But I can promise you that I was justified every step of the way. You have your issues with society, but have you ever stopped to consider the possibility that a society based on your beliefs might be even worse? Even if your ideas are good, are you filled with such hubris as to imagine that your execution of the ideas would absolutely bring about positive change? Society is painful, Ray. Of course it is. But society works. Every day we wake up, we work, we sweat, and we keep the world turning. The system isn't perfect, but you can't argue with the results. I mean, you're still here, aren't you? Of course, the general population would never agree to this. Everyone wants their own perfection, their own piece of the utopian pie. So I invent these little political games to make everyone believe that change is just around the corner. Or if not that, then at least give them a little distraction. And I want you to run it. I saw what was happening to you. You are becoming radical. You are beginning to resist society. And I need a replacement eventually. I hope, I truly hope, now that you've seen the truth, you will make the right choice. If you go radical, I will have no power to stop you. I'll be dead. But remember that the fate of society itself rests on your shoulders. Make your choice. I'll be waiting either way.